Okay, great.
You're on.
Sure.
All right, just let me know when to go.
Delane joined.
What about dirt?
Dirt. All right, here we are, Dirt Talk Live here on a Wednesday. Once again, the OP. Yeah, Delane, he's over there, got his mouth full of food. So as we do every single Wednesday, we come on here, we talk at the OP in Clear Lake, and we've been doing this for 8 years now. Special guests, we talk with certain drivers and things like that every single week. And this week, we're talking with Al Hejna. This is the second year. How about that, Al?
Exactly, yeah. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so it's good. Last year was your first year being on the show.
Uh-huh.
And did anybody ever hear you?
When I was on a show?
Yeah.
Oh, a few people, I think.
Few people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few people talked to me about it.
Yeah, well, that's good. We also on Facebook Live, too, as well. We got Al's mugshot right there. Go and check out my Facebook page.
Yeah, oh boy.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. Of course, last year you started up with some guys and took over the promotion of the Mason City Motor Speedway.
Yep, my son-in-law, Ryan Staley, and his dad, Todd Staley. We're the co-promoters over there. This is our second year. First year was quite a learning experience, but it was still a pretty good year. Feedback from drivers, fans, sponsors has all been pretty awesome. As we could tell, this year we're going out to somewhere advertising, and everybody was pretty responsive, and we've got a lot of new sponsors out there, and it's really helped us kickstart this year off.
That's great. How was the car count? I know last year, the crowd was there, and everybody's having a good time.
Well, we've just had the 2 races, and we're still racing Sundays in May. That's pretty tough. But the first night out, I was real happy with the crowd and the car counts. We had great races. We started right at 6, and we were done just a little after 9 o'clock. Second night, we raced on Mother's Day. We didn't want to run on Mother's Day, but we just got to get our nights in. And we still had a good car count and a decent crowd. It was down a little bit from the week before, but we still got the bills paid, and it was a successful night.
Well, that's good. That's good. Of course, after the first year, we were out there broadcasting for the first night too, as well. And then come to find out, Delane's over there putting duct tape on the numbers. And I go, "What are you doing that for?" He goes, "Well, Al's getting in the car tonight."
He's trying to drag me out of retirement here, and but we're getting, me and Delane, we're trying to get together and form a good team. It's going to take us some time, get my schedule going, and we don't need to rush into it, but we're going to try to do some testing on the car Monday, and then maybe race next weekend a couple nights.
Really? All right. Well, good. So now, of course, Mason City, this is a special car. It's not like your typical. You guys changed that over to the USMTS, right?
Well, we're USRA sanctioned weekly,
yeah.
so and that and the USMTS is pretty much the same. Not a whole lot of changes have to be done. Delane's got a good car here, I think. It's a Sidebiter chassis, which is built right here in town, and by Ryan Ritter. And we'll have to get in it. I just need some more seat time in it, and so I can maybe do some of my changes to it and see how our program can go.
I know talking with different drivers here in the last couple of weeks, and they were kind of excited that they were able to go up against the A train.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to give me a little time before I can maybe go up against them, but we'll get there. We'll race with them and have some fun.
Well, we'll have to see how it goes. Are you going to be racing this weekend at all or no?
No, not this weekend. Well, like I said, we'll get through Sunday, and Monday's a good night to test because the track is still in kind of race shape from the night before. We might just spray a little water on it, and then we can go out and do some laps and get a good idea of what we can do with it, and go from there.
All right, well, sounds good. Of course, Al Hejna's on the show here tonight. We're going to take a break here, come back, and talk more with you and talk a little bit about more with dirt track racing.
All right, you bet.
All right, more
Stay tuned.
Dirt Talk Live here at the OP on 98.7 Kiss Country.
At some point, probably at the end of the show, I want to talk about Dale, the guy who lost. Oh, yeah. We're going to do some kind of tribute for him. We just don't know what yet. I want to recognize him.
Something different. Something to do with delays.
Oh, okay.
With over 17 years of fast, friendly, and dependable service, HTK for universal residential or commercial HVAC, plumbing, and septic system service and installation. You can always rely on HTK Plumbing.
Does he start late and go later, or just
All the first day on the job. HTK Plumbing and Heating of Belmont, your local room dealer, online at hkplumbingheating.com. It's another night of Pontiac racing at Mississippi Motor Speedway.
Racing there.
Don't miss the excitement of thrill of racing tonight as they return this Sunday to the Holiday Cup on Mississippi Motor Speedway. It's a night you don't want to miss. Gates open at 5.
There doesn't know how to go.
Brought to you by Smithfield Foods, North Iowa Community Credit Union, and Hewitt Wholesale, Mason City.
Wrap up your motors and head to the other place in Clear Lake. Enjoy Alaska's specialty pizza, sandwiches, and
Usually this place is so packed, otherwise I would have put it on our Facebook page to come out, you know, but I didn't think I probably had to because so the weather's so nice. It's the weather it's just so, you don't know if the nice weather's going to help or hurt you sometimes.
Here we are on a beautiful night here at the OP inside. Of course, tonight's the first night of the bike night out there. Outside, they got a nice new patio that's been redone. The OP Brian's done a fantastic job, and the crew that's been working on that. But they got some bikes outside. We got, of course, Dirt Talk Live every Wednesday, all the way till the end of August. Here talking with different dirt track drivers, and been going for 8 years already now, and the second year now for Al Hejna to join us on the show here tonight. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to come out.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, we got, of course, the track. You know, you've been doing that for the last couple of years. The second year of promoting the track there, the Mason City Motor Speedway. It's fantastic. I've heard nothing but great comments about what you've done to the track out there.
Yeah, we've had a lot of, like I said before, a lot of good feedback out there. You know, that we've got a lot of fast cars come out. We got a lot of cars from in the area. We got great drivers in North Iowa, but we got a lot of guys that come from a distance away to race with us. So it's you just don't know who's going to pop in, what you know, hot shot from a few miles away is going to show up. And but all in all our classes, we've had some pretty good races this year.
What's the farthest driver, or who's the farthest driver that comes down here to Mason City?
Oh, we got a guy. It's Dustin Cruz. I think he's from clear over by Sioux Falls. He drives over here on I think Friday night. He goes up to Fountain City or Lansing. He might race Lansing on Friday night. Then he'll run Deer Creek on Saturday, and he comes down here and races on Sunday. He just him and his wife most of the time, and they just have a great time. And he's a good hard runner, and number 6, and they do a good job. Yeah, but he's probably one of the farthest. We've got some guys from Winona come down. We've had a few, almost up to the cities and from Des Moines. down in that area. So we got quite a few guys traveling up here.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Has it always been that way, or is it something new?
No, it's something new. I mean, they're coming for the money. We pay pretty well. That's what we brag about our purse, and you got to do that. And the financial commitment in USRA might be a little more sometimes, so you got to pay a little more. And kind of that's where we're at. But yeah, we're drawing some good drivers from Des Moines and all over there.
Well, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So what is it that, when you took over promoting the track and doing all that at the Mesa City Motor Speedway, what is one of the things that you fixed right away that you realized you go, we need to fix this? And was it the banking? Was it the straightaways? Was it...
The first thing was the surface, and because if the drivers don't think they have a chance, or if they don't have a racetrack that they can go out there and actually race on, they're just not going to come. And if it's if it's narrow, or if it's just follow leader on the bottom, or if it's rough in general, it's just no fun, because those kind of tracks just tear cars up and cost drivers money. So that was the first thing we did. And I suppose it's a good time to then you talk about Dale Kelson. He was the guy that started with us right away when we got our contract to work on a track. He got the job to fix it. And first thing we did is we just basically tore the track. I mean, he just took it down to the old racetrack. I mean, he took almost 2 feet off the straights.
Wow.
And that's why the corners look so flat, because the straightaways were so high. We got the straightaways down to where they used to be. Now we got banking in the corner again, because he just emptied the straightaways out. And Dale is the one that kind of reshaped the track and built the track and for us, and just donated so much time and materials. And tragically, 2 days before our opener this year, he lost his life in an accident at his shop. And it's we're racing with heavy hearts this year a little bit, and we're gonna miss him. He just I worked with him for year and a half. Talked almost every day about things that we're gonna do out there, and he had all his ideas that he wanted to do, and he just said, Dale, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for all that. And he said, don't worry about it. We got to do it. Got to get it done.
Yeah.
And he'd just go to work on it, and he was, he's the single biggest reason the track is in the shape it's in.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that was sad news, because everybody was talking about that when it happened. So.
Yeah. We're going to tribute him somehow this year. We just haven't figured out yet. We're going to have to talk with, Joyce and Daryl and his family, and see what we can do.
Excellent. Al Hejna's on the show here tonight, Dirt Talk Live, and again, we got different racers that come on every single week, and we got Al on as a track promoter and back in the race seat again.
Yeah.
So, but we'll talk more with Al Hejna right here at Dirt Talk Live on 98.7 Kids Country.
It working? Yeah, it was. Now we're up there. I saw something came up, said it was going to abort.
Yeah,
Something.
I saw that too.
But Mike and I haven't looked out there yet.
I guess they were sending.
going on? Goddamn slow. We're still on Facebook. Can you get the audio off that? Can you hear? Yeah, see if you can hear that.
Radio live. Radio show.
We're on it.
Good track guys.
See how the audio is coming through on that.
Yep, you're fine.
It's on my page. It's on my page. Oh, why the hell I didn't keep on doing that? Get off the phone. Just go in there. I'm sure you'll have 2 minutes. You guys do that. Hi.
Pizza?
Yeah. Hey, is it? No. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Want to be on Facebook Live?
Hi, everybody. That's running good. Clear, you hear that? All that good stuff. All right, let's try this then. See if this audio can make a difference. The tablets are working better than the... Where the hell's the hole at, Al? I'm on the wrong end, that's why. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how's that sound? Does that sound a lot better? Does it? Alright. Let's run with that then. Alright. It's not too loud. Alright. Let's take the audio off the feed then. That sounds better than the other stuff. Alright, cool. You can hear me talking just like this, too, then? Alright. Can you hear Al okay? Al, say something.
Check. Yep.
Yep. Can you hear Al okay? Okay. Alright. Alright, cool. GOP Clear Lake. Once again, our driver tonight, Al Hejna. And well, I tell you, even me growing up, Al, I don't want to make you feel old, but I remember people talking about it, and I've even watched your race as well. A couple times.
Yeah, well, I started in 1984 with my first race.
Ooh, boy.
Well, that's a ways back, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, we run pretty hard for about 30 years, and I haven't run for the last couple years now, but that was those 30 years went quick.
Yeah. Before we went to break, I want to make sure that people heard what you were talking about. One of the gentlemen that right 2 days before the race was started this year. Tell us again about the story.
About Dale Kelsey. We got hooked up as soon as we got the contract to be the promoters at the Speedway. Then we got the contract at the event center to fix a racetrack. And what he did was, I don't know how many times, 10, 20 times above and beyond what he was paid to do. Because he just couldn't see, let something go that he didn't like. He just had to fix it. And as far as fixing the racetrack and reshaping it, getting it, as wide as we could and even grade. So, the drivers had a good racetrack to race on. So I just wanted to say, whatever that racetrack is, he's responsible for it. I get a lot of credit. Everybody tells me, track's awesome, but I gotta, give him the credit for the shape it's in. Now it's just my job to keep it that way. And now after we lost him, so I'm gonna do my best to do that because he worked hard to get it the way it is.
Like you mentioned earlier too, the banks looked like they were lower because, well, the straightaways
were so high. The front stretch wall is wasn't even probably 2 feet. Now it's almost 5. So because we took that much dirt off. Wow. Everybody asked, how much dirt did you bring in? We didn't bring any in. We just took it all off, and that's how we built the corners up on the backside. And the banking was with the dirt that we took off of the front stretch, and the back stretch is not as much. Back stretch has actually got quite a bit of banking in it that stays in it, so it's pretty fast to do that. But the front stretch we took down to the old racetrack, and now the corners have some banking in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Excellent. Well, Al Hejna's on the show, and we always like to be trying a little technology too. It's on my Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/jbrooksmorningrush, that you can watch it as well. If you got a question for Al as well, we can see it. I got this big tablet.
Okay.
Delaney, hey Ryan, Rob's just joining in now. So it's good so if you see a question or something pops up.
All right. I'll keep an eye on it.
You bet. To answer that.
All right, I will.
Yeah.
Do my best.
Yeah. So again, we were talking earlier through a little bit of Facebook a couple days ago about you're gonna have an announcement coming up on Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah, we're in we had Lon. He announced there for years, and we had him guest announce a couple times last year, and people just loved him. But he's on a fishing trip, so we were looking to get somebody, and I got the perfect guy in mind for this. And I gave you a call or text you to see if you want to do it. And so yeah, Jay's gonna announce for us on Sunday. See how he does.
Oh boy, is this a freebie for you?
Oh, we'll pay you.
Oh, you will.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Beer. Yeah, Delaney in beer.
Well, we'll subtract your tab off it. No.
That'll be, it's fun because, you get to see, I don't get out to the races all, like every Sunday, but it's fun to go out there now and then and just watch it and see it. And because, a lot of the guys obviously been on the show. So you get, over the years of 8 years, you kind of get to know them personally and
that's
like that.
was one of the factors, me thinking, I said, well, he knows a lot of the drivers. It's gonna, he's not afraid of talking into a microphone. He'll make good. He'll do well.
Can I make fun of him on the mic?
Well, to an extent.
Oh,
It just depends on what it is. It depends what happens. be a little intense, there's expectations are high, and if something goes wrong, and then you start making fun of them, we're not responsible. I'm sorry.
Well, the funny thing is, you talk to them about the camaraderie and the pits and everything else, and how they're friends with, so and so. But then once that helmet goes on, look out.
Oh yeah, once the helmet goes on, you race, you race hard. It's about winning. I mean, the adrenaline takes over, and you don't let anybody win. No, there's no quarter given.
Yeah.
Race them fair, race them hard, but you don't let anybody win.
Yeah, exactly. So what is it that, what is the youngest driver and the oldest driver that you have on the track out there in Mason City?
We've got, I haven't, met them all. There's a young kid out of Osage, Chisholm. He might be, is he 14 or 15? I mean, he's running in the B-mods, and he led every lap but the checkered here a couple weeks with opening night, and just was running awesome. And he might be the youngest one out there right now. I'd have to think the oldest one. Geez, I don't want to put anybody on the spot there. But, there's a couple out there that are older than I am. So yeah, if I race the next time, I won't be the oldest guy out there. I'll be close, but I won't be the oldest. I don't want to say any names, but hopefully Doug Hilson comes down and somebody's older than me.
Just by a few years.
Yeah, come on down, Doug. So I don't want to be the oldest guy out there.
Yeah. Al Hejna's on the show once again. Here we're going to take a break. We'll come back again. We're on the official, on my Facebook page. You can check that out. And we're hanging out. If you got a question for Al, feel free to do so. We had a little technical difficulties working on some of that and all that. But we'll come back and we'll talk more with Al Hejna here on Dirt Talk Live on 98.7 Kiss Country.
Oh, my daughter said they can't hear me. There's too much background noise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry.